Hey guys, it's Zoe Grace Rodriguez with The Buzz, and today I'm here with Evan Nicholas Fields, who's currently starring in The Wayfinders. Okay, let's get right into it, and why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got into acting?
Okay, yeah. So I definitely got into acting on a whim. So basically, in middle school, I procrastinated to pick my elective. So I wanted to do art first. That was out because that was full. Then we had like a horticulture program at our school. That was out because that was full. So the only thing I could really pick was it was kind of like this mix between choir and drama. So you would do like one semester of choir and then one semester of drama. Did choir, that was fun. You kind of like learned to speak from the diaphragm and all that. And then I did drama where I met this incredible teacher. His name was like Mr. Amigo. And one day we were doing some activity or improv, and he asked me that I should audition for play production, which I never really thought I wanted to do, but I obliged. I did it anyway. He was pretty persistent. And then I auditioned, and it was kind of like out of a movie, like everyone like runs to the door and like,
Yeah.
Did you get in? Did you get in? I ended up getting in, started doing a couple plays with him, realizing this is what I wanted to do. And in LA, it's kind of like less than 8 degrees of separation if like someone knows someone who's like an agent or something like that. So it turns out my mom's hairdresser's friend knows someone who's an agent, and so he came to one of my shows, signed me then, and he's still my agent today. His name is Reynard, and it's that's how it's gone ever since.
What was the part you played
In the
in the
play.
play?
Okay, all right. So he actually did all original plays,
Oh, okay.
mostly. So there is one called like what was it called? Gold Digger, and I play like a gold miner. There was one called One Busy Day, and I play like an old man. But if you want to know like an actual play, once I got to high school, I was in play production then. Before I left, and I joined like an independent program. But I was in the Mark Twain Is He Dead?
Okay.
I played the butler.
Good.
I was in ninth grade, so usually like the better roles went to like the older kids, and I was like, screw it, I'll audition, and I got the butler. But it was fun.
Was it weird finding a transition between like theatrical acting versus like on screen?
Definitely. So like, I feel like on screen you kind of exaggerate your emotions, and if you do that on camera, sometimes it just looks way too much. So that's what I feel the difference is between like theatrical and then on camera acting. But I would say that theatrical acting helped me learn like improvisation wise and like vocalization for sure.
Okay. And around how many auditions did you do before you finally like booked something?
Ooh, it was definitely a lot. Trying to think. It has to be more than 20. And it wasn't anything huge. It was like probably like a commercial. I think it was like a Ben 10 commercial or something like that. It was fun. It was cool. It was like for a Cartoon Network type of deal. But I definitely did a lot of auditions before I actually booked something.
And what was your first like supporting role in like something big?
My first supporting role in something big. It probably was I was on He's All That on Netflix. I played Jamal, which is the DJ.
Can you tell us a little bit of your audition process for the Wayfinders?
Of course. It's actually a bit funny. So I got the audition while my parents were renewing their vows in Hawaii, and I was there too. And to be honest with you, I wasn't going to do it because we had dinner, and my mom had a bunch of things planned. Like, I mean, like a whole itinerary. She printed it out, gave it to my dad and I didn't want to ruin that. But I was like, it'll only take 30 minutes. Let's just do it. And I wasn't going to do it. My girlfriend was there. She usually helps me at auditions. She was like, just do it. Let's just do it. So we locked ourselves in the bathroom. I did it like on the bathroom door. Probably did it in like 30, 40 minutes. I think it was like 2 or 3 scenes.
Really?
Sent it in. And I was like, if I get it, great. If I don't, great. We're in Hawaii. How can this be bad? So that's literally how it happened.
How were you able to like lock in and fully get into character when there's so much going on outside of it?
It was tough. I just had to like hone in for a second, and I was like, okay, no distractions, 20, 30 minutes. And it's really like when you do an audition, they don't give you that much. Like they'll give you a description, but really you could just put your twist on it, whatever you think. So I just kind of played it however I thought I would play it if I did have the part, and ended up working out.
How was it transitioning from being more supporting roles to more of like the emotional heart of like a series?
Gotcha, that's a great question. I would just say like a character's arc, because usually if you're like in 1 and 2 episodes or a couple scenes, there's really no arc to the character and how to play that. But being like a series regular, starting from the first episode to the last, there's definitely a character arc and a development in how they change over time. So I'd say that's the most difficult.
Okay. And you mentioned earlier that you filmed in Europe. How was it like going there? Like what was the vibes?
It was super cool. So we shot in Limerick, Ireland, which is like countryside sort of. And I mean, it's completely different than LA because there's like so much history and culture. Not saying there isn't any here, but there it's like thousands of year old castles. We shot the Cliffs of Moher. The people are just so nice and kind. And then we got to travel around and went to this place called Dingle, which is a lot of people go there, and it's so funny. But a lot of people go there just for the beauty. Like we had to climb this mountain next to a waterfall, and once you get to the very top of the mountain, there's like this lake, and you're basically so high that you're in with the clouds, and the shot on camera looks like CGI or looks like green screen, but it's all realistic. It's crazy.
That's amazing. What are your relationships like with your castmates?
They're better than normal. Like I talk to them almost every day.
Really?
So there's Vince Mattis, he plays Cash in the show. We had like a little bro like Euro trip after, because
really?
yeah, we were like, why would we leave? So we were in Limerick. We took the train to Dublin, which is more like the city of Ireland, and then we met up with some people in crew there, like Peter. He's like the head of the hair department. He showed us around. We stayed there for like 3 days. Then from there we flew to London, and that's where the rest of the cast lives. So like Tamara Smart, who plays Oakley, Izzy, who plays Princess Aurora, and Sam, who plays Cavan, they all live in London. So they showed us around for 3 days, and then we're like, do we go back now? Or like, and they were like, no, let's figure this out. So we went to Paris, and then I have another friend, his name's also Evan. I met him from high school. He lives in Paris, so then we stayed in Paris for a week. So like we bonded over that. We had a great time. And then Tamara, she's shooting other things like Percy Jackson. So anytime she comes here, we go hang out. We went to Chili's,
Heck yeah, I love Chili's.
Got a triple dipper.
Did you use the little iPad and play games?
We did. And Coke, triple dipper. It's the best combo. Coca-Cola. And yeah, so I feel like I have a great relationship with them for sure.
Tell me your favorite day on set.
My favorite day. There's a couple. Definitely the Dingle scene.
Okay.
Just because I've never seen anything like visually aesthetic, like pleasing in my life. So that was really cool. Cliffs of Moher, that was really cool because we were granted access to shoot really close to the cliff. And even though I'm scared of heights, it was really cool just to see that. So definitely be those two for sure.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about your character on the show.
Yeah, so my character is Flynn Griffin. He's definitely a gamer and doesn't really trust in his abilities. But, through going to this fantasy world and being surrounded by people that actually care for him, he learns to, have trust in himself. And, through the show, you'll see, how that all plays out.
What prepared you the best for your role to like fully encompass Flynn?
That's a great question. I would say that Flynn is someone that I personally try to mask. Mm-hmm. I try to have confidence in myself, and even though if I don't think I do, I just try to mask it with false confidence. But, playing Flynn with like my heart on my sleeve, if I don't trust the process, I just have to be okay with that.
That's great. And what was the hardest scene to film?
The hardest scene to film? Like emotionally or physically or anything?
Ooh, I guess physically.
Physically? right there. I don't want to give away too much, but I was put on this rig, basically, and I had to jump back and they pull. And physically, that was a bit exhausting just because you have to like land on the floor every single time, kind of hard. And even though you're padded up, you know, if you do it like 10 or 12 times, you're gonna feel it the next day. So physically, that was the toughest. But I would say emotionally, obviously, there's some emotional scenes where you really have to like lock in and hone into your craft. So there is one scene in particular where I had to like prep, and I would say those are the two hardest scenes for me to film.
Were there any scenes that you had to refilm so many times it kind of made you go crazy?
Probably the one where I was rigged up and they
Really?
kept pulling me back. So again, don't want to give away too much, but I basically have to jump and plot on the floor, and I think I had to do that. Like if it might have been like 5 or 6, but it felt like 10 to like 15.
Okay. If you could play any other role in the series, what role would you play?
That's a good question. Probably Sam's role. He plays Kevin, which is like this werebear thing where he gets angry, turned into a bear. And he has a really cool costume and he's part of the fantasy world. I would definitely choose him for sure. Just because he's like brolic and big and turned into a bear, I think it would be cool.
What was the inspiration behind the whole show?
The inspiration behind the whole show. So the producers and the people who created it, Jason and Kynan, they love like Dungeons and Dragons and things in that nature. So I definitely feel like that helped develop it for sure.
Really? What's an on-set secret you can share with us?
On-set secret?
Yeah.
Well, if I say anything, then it really wouldn't be a secret anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think. Also, that's how about because I'm really trying to think. I don't think there are really any secrets. And I'm being honest, I swear. There's really no secret. Everything's an open book. I'm an open book.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no real secrets. Everything's left on the table.
Do you have high hopes for a second season?
I have very high hopes for a second season. I think we have a great cast. I think there's a great script. I think it's a great storyline. I feel like everyone has high hopes for a second season. But if not, you know, I'm very fortunate and happy that I was able to be a part of it. Either way.
If you could write yourself into any like franchise or anything, which one would it be? And it could already have been finished.
Okay, that's a great question. Okay, so I just saw Avatar.
Okay.
And I've been a huge fan.
Avatar: The Last Airbender or the other one?
I've seen both, and I love both. That's a good question. The new Avatar in theaters, James Cameron's Avatar.
Obviously.
But I think it'd be very cool to be a part of that franchise.
Really?
I think it's just different.
All the CGI. And all
The CGI is crazy, and the last one I saw is just so beautiful. It's so good. Like,
Really? I haven't seen the new one.
no, you'll like it. If you like, did you like Way of the Water?
Yeah.
Okay, then you'll really like this one. I think it looks more aesthetically pleasing than Way of the Water. Plus, it's a bit longer, but it doesn't feel like it at all.
Okay.
It goes by quick.
Okay. And if you could work with any other like actor, who would it be?
That's a great question. Do you know who David Johnson is? Okay, so David Johnson, he's The Rock. Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. No. David Johnson is an English actor. He was in The Long Walk. He was in Alien Romulus.
Okay.
He's in this show called Wasteman.
Okay.
And I think he has a couple projects lined up as well. Oh, there's one called Chaperones that he's going to be a part of, A24.
Oh, I love A24.
A24 is great. I think he's super cool. I would love to be a part of a project he's a part of for sure.
That's amazing. And okay, you mentioned a little bit earlier you had a little bit of a starstruck moment. Have you ever been like on a red carpet and been like, oh my gosh, this person's here?
I think I was mostly starstruck for Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
I don't know, just because like I've seen him from my childhood. I think that was the biggest like starstruck moment I have. And he physically came up to me and like tapped me on the shoulder. So I think adding that into everything just added to the experience of the starstruck moment.
Apart from acting, what else do you like to do?
What else do I like to do? I've been really into pickleball.
I played pickleball for the first time like 3 days ago.
What'd you think?
I sucked, but it was great.
It's okay.
So much fun.
It's really fun. Plus, like, you could play like I think 3 or 4 times and you'll get it.
Well, I mean, like you can get the idea of it, but maybe my skill was a little bit off because it kept going over the fence.
But the skill level the learning curve is quick. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Like, I think less than 10 plays in, you'll be goated.
So are you a pickleball pro?
I wouldn't say pro. I'd say
to the Olympics?
yeah, I'd be like pro adjacent. I just play with my friends at a certain park, and like multiple people go, and we've been going like 2-3 times a week. I think I'm addicted.
I think I'm addicted.
Like I have this paddle that's probably like, it's pickleball, it's American pickleball certified, but I think it was like less than $100, and now I'm looking at paddles thinking I'm pro. Like there's this one called the Boomstick.
Okay.
It's like $350, and I'm like, I think I need this.
I think that's the vibe.
Yeah.
I went to Five Below, and that's where I got mine.
I literally went to Five Below the other day for stocking stuffers, and I saw a set, and I was like, should I buy this? I was like, there's no need for it.
I mean, like maybe like to go like traveling.
Yeah, 100%. When I go to Ireland, I'll bring the set.
Yes. When are you gonna go back to Ireland?
I go back in March.
And you're gonna film the second half?
Yeah, we're filming the second half of season 1. We'll be there a bit longer because we're filming an extra episode.
Ooh.
So I think we'll be there for like 3.5 months.
Really?
And then me and Vince are planning like a bro Euro trip too. So
Yeah,
that would be
part 2.
fun. Yeah, part 2 for sure.
That's so fun. And where can the viewers at home stream or see Wayfinders?
You can stream it on the Angel streaming service, and episodes 1 and 2 are out, plus 3, I believe it just came out today.
After the Wayfinders, do you have anything else coming out soon that you want to talk about or just touch on?
Not particularly at this time. I'm just really focused on the Wayfinders just because I do have to go back. But hopefully in the near future, if I do, you'll definitely be the first to know.
Perfect. Yay, I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Well, it was so nice having you in the studio.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And this has been so much fun.
It is time to meet your destiny. Even though we struggle between darkness and light, we are working together toward the greatest good.
You really are the Wayfinders.
Hi, my name's Nikolas Fields, and you've just been buzzed.